And in Daniel 6:14, some wives and their children and their husband died because of marriage. Your marriage is your life. Are you married? Are you single? Are you divorcee? Are you in a relationship? This program is for you. Your marriage is your life. So if you are single, before you marry, you need to connect to the immortals, God in heaven, and pray and know the person you want to marry before you say, I do. Are you facing difficulties in your marriage? Divorce is not an option. What are the tools that can help you to sustain your marriage? Join me, Bishop Bright Makadofo, on Facebook Live every Wednesday, 12 noon, and Sunday, 6 p.m. Just register. Go to my WhatsApp. You can register via my WhatsApp 0244 235578. 0244 235578. You can send your question. You can talk to me. I can talk to you. I sit down and we dialogue. And watch this. It will help you. Either you are divorcee, either you are married, either your husband and wife, or you are in a relationship. This is your program. This Wednesday and this Sunday. God bless you.
Hello, wonderful people. It is another Saturday for Family Matters. We are excited to come your way again with another insightful and educative discussion that is going to shape our lives, our marriage, our relationship. And this evening, the most anticipated, I know, I wouldn't want to talk much about it. A lot of people have sent their questions, what they want to ask. And this evening, I am going to do just that for you. I'm going to do justice for you. I'll add a little flesh sauce to it. And this evening, we are going to have a perfect discussion. And they are the perfect people for today's discussion. People asked me some questions, which I will be talking about. But I want to go take our guests from the airport. Before we go, I want you to tell someone that we are live. Family Matters is live. Do want to share the link to a friend, to a brother, so they be a blessing to today's discussion. And if you do have any question, any comments, don't be shy. Don't be shy of the guests that are here. Do want to send it in the comment section on Facebook. And I want to announce to you that our guests are in. But let us go for a quick commercial break whilst the plane is about to land. We will bring them here shortly. Please stay tuned. Bye-bye.
Do you know that your marriage
Nikki, why were you so late?
Can destroy you? Samson marriage kill him. And in Daniel 6:14, some wives and their children and their husband died because of marriage. Your marriage is your life. Are you married? Are you single? Are you divorcee? Are you in a relationship? This program is for you. Your marriage is your life. So if you are single, before you marry, you need to connect to the immortals, God in heaven, and pray and know the person you want to marry before you say, I do. Are you facing difficulties in your marriage? Divorce is not an option. What are the tools that can help you to sustain your marriage? Join me, Bishop Bright Makadofo, on Facebook Live every Wednesday, 12 noon, and Sunday, 6 p.m. Just register. Go to my WhatsApp. You can register via my WhatsApp 0244 235578. 0244 235578. You can send your question. You can talk to me. I can talk to you. I sit down and we dialogue. And watch this. It will help you. Either you are divorcee, either you are married, either your husband and wife, or you are in a relationship. This is your program. This Wednesday and this Sunday. God bless you.
Thank you so much for waiting. We are back, and I want to tell you that if you just joined us, this is Family Matters. Once again, we have come your way to give you another insightful discussion that is going to bless your marriage, your relationship. This evening, you know what's going to happen. There are lots of things people say about marriage. There are lots of complications. There are lots of questions people do say about marriage. Today, whilst I was doing my research, I was like, why people are so in a hurry to enter into marriage? But when they enter, there are a whole lot of issues that come up. But this evening, we are doing the realities and expectations in marriage. And we have a beautiful couple in our midst. They are 1 year in marriage by the grace of God, and we thank God for their lives so much. And this evening The reason they are here, someone asked me, they are one. How is the experience like? But I feel that they are the right people to tell us, because they have started and they are one now. So this evening, with their experiences and by the grace of God, they are going to tell us how it is and advise and tell us what exactly marriage is. This evening I have Mr. and Mrs. Amo in our midst. The couple you have been waiting for, they are here. Dear viewers, your invited guests, here they are. So we have, I call her Auntie Mabel, but she's Mabel Mausi Amo. And we have Abe, popularly known as Abe. We have this, if you don't know, he's called Bismarck Abeku. So the Abe is Abeku and we've shortened it. He gave the Amo to Mrs. Amo. So this evening they are here. All your questions, bring it to them. But I want to ask my first question to them this evening. But I want to say happy anniversary before.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Did you do
Miss
any
Nancy.
party, or tomorrow after church you have some get together for us? So
Oh,
Yes.
okay. Thank you both so much for honoring our invitation.
You're welcome.
Okay, so so Mia, I want to ask you this. That I think someone asked me that I feel that it is a lot. Even with months, people break up, leave marriages, even in the next 3 months. But by grace, you are a year older. Someone asked me that maybe in their 1 year, they are still okay. Problems haven't started. So do you think that they are on the right seat to tell us some of the realities and expectations that didn't happen? Do you think they are? But with your own words, 1 year is enough to have that kind of experience. Do you think so?
Yes.
Okay.
I do. Because within a year, you've moved in with a total stranger.
Okay.
You are together now. So definitely there are certain differences that both of you may share.
Okay.
So if there should be problems, you should begin to see it in the first year.
Okay.
There is no way the problems will want to wait and come after years. No. If it's going to be successful, you actually know it right from the beginning. Even from the relationship stage, you will see it before the marriage.
Okay.
So I think within a space of a year, you should be able to see
Okay.
that, oh yes, there's a future. No, there will be a breakdown along the line,
Okay.
or it will be successful.
Okay. I'll come to Mr. Amo, but there is one other question someone asked me, that is it true that the moment you haven't married the person, you don't know the person, but when you enter, that is when you know the person? Is that true?
It's not totally true.
Okay.
The reason I'm saying it's not totally true is that you've been in a relationship with a person.
Okay.
There are certain things the person may exhibit for you to see
In the relationship.
in the relationship. So what did you fall in love with?
Okay.
You actually saw the person's attitude, characters, behaviors, the person's demeanor, the person's way of carrying him or herself.
Okay.
That is what made you fall in love with the person. So you can't say you didn't know the person.
Okay.
You knew the person, but there are certain things that you may not see,
Okay.
and so you move in under the same roof before you see the rest of the things.
Okay.
So you actually know the person, but not into full details
Okay.
unless you
Okay.
move together.
Okay. 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 What the person said was, marriage is like going into this dark hole, not knowing what to expect. That was what the person said. But I'll come back to you to give us that question. So, Mr. Amo, I want to ask you, how has it been like? Consider the way you are growing fat there. Don't come and tell us that it has been shaky. The way you are growing fat, sometimes it's so evident that it is beautiful. Sometimes it's so evident that this is working. How has it been?
Okay, first and foremost, I would like to thank our Papa Bishop Michael Adolfo and his wife, and then also second goes to Reverend Apa and his wife. Okay, back to your question. Well, okay, so what I can say is so far it's been so good.
Okay.
Yes, the reason being that, see, most of the times people enter into a relationship or they get married not knowing who they are going to spend the rest of their life with. one thing we should also know in life is that there's no way you can know a person fully, even after marriage.
Wow.
Yes. And so, you as a person, okay, have to decide and make a decision. Okay.
Okay.
I say, our union, a man nipa mienu. Okay. Mona mubishian, you don't know yourself.
Okay.
Okay. You were brought up in a different way. I was also brought up in a different way. Okay. Before Obe start question, now I can say the way I me why na me worry my ekese. You see, say uko aware mu na say uni asumdua uni peace. Okay. Like ohunto unya hoto. Okay. Wow. And so and America no ejina mu mienu so. Okay. Obe cycle wadwin. Say no matter what, and don't enter into it with expectations.
Yeah, we are coming there, but you go deeper with that.
Okay, fine. Don't enter into it with expectations. I always tell my wife that, you see, what I'm expecting from you is the worst.
Okay.
Whatever she does doesn't surprise me.
Yeah.
But say okona wanko ya, I'm able to sit her down and tell her, say, my dear, I didn't want you say. But I knew before quite so, and I'd be approaching.
Yeah.
Until with that, am I like asumdue eba.
Wow.
Crime is meeting me.
I didn't know Abe can talk. Abe is outside and so quiet. If you talk to him, I know the baby. I didn't know he can talk like that. That's interesting. We thank God so much for their lives. Now, maybe back to what I was trying to ask you. That someone asked that entering into marriage is like getting into a dark place you are not aware of, and sometimes I think it scares a lot of people that people have created marriage. Let me ask this before. The counseling section that married couples are taking through, everything that is said, is that what is in marriage?
It's not all.
It's not all.
Not all.
Okay,
yes.
So part of it.
Part of it.
So that means the marriage will work based on the two of you, not through the counseling.
No, not at all.
Wow.
They can tell you a whole lot of things. If you don't experience and then learn on your own way, like hardcore, there's no way you'll be able to make it. No. They can tell you when you are angry, that's why you should even communicate more. But Charlie,
that's why you have to even keep quiet and let the anger calm down.
That is it. And there are times they'll be like, when your husband is not around, you need to wait, sit and wait for the person to come back from work. Make sure the person has eaten before you even think of going to bed. That shows that you are thinking of the person, but in reality, you're going to work the next day.
12 o'clock on by.
And then you are seated waiting. You see, meanwhile, you're also preparing for work the next day. So what do? It's understanding between both of you.
Wow.
You understand that I need to rest for the next day.
Okay.
I need to prepare myself. So what do? Once you're not in, should I keep myself awake for you? No.
Okay.
And there are times that they say if your partner is eating, you should sit by the person. When you could actually be doing something at the same time. It's not bad sitting by the partner, especially if you are eating together. It's fine. But there are times that one partner may be involved in the other. The other is also eating or watching telly. You also have books to learn.
Okay, come and
you
see them
watching the
books.
To come and watch telly. Like, to you, does it sit well?
Yeah.
No. If I fail my exams, who does?
Yeah,
it's me.
true.
I'll be responsible. My husband wouldn't be happy. I said, my worry TV, you know. So I also have to think about myself.
Okay.
Though I'm thinking about you, I also need to think about myself. I can't give it all. Yes. If I do that, it means that I'm not being realistic.
Okay.
I'm human too, so I need to let you know that this is it.
Okay.
I can't pretend. And that's what creates most of the problems. Yes, I can start with this. But in a situation whereby, I'm caught up in a situation where I can't go back to what I started with, you realize that the other partner feels offended.
Okay.
You started with this, so now what changed? Let the person know this is how it is.
Okay.
Let the person understand right from the beginning,
Okay.
so that when changes come, the person will know that, oh yes,
Okay.
it's possible this can happen.
Okay.
So there shouldn't be any pretense.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Wow. And there's this question I want to ask you, but I don't know if my producer can let us go for a quick commercial break so that I bring up all the questions people have asked here. I have a lot of them here. If he can allow us go for a quick commercial break. But before we do go, Auntie Mabel, is it right to have expectations before getting into marriage? Because while doing my research, I was watching a video on the wedding day whilst they were giving the about intuitions of the woman, and the lady was saying, he said like, hey, this my husband is going to be cooking for me, and the man said something that the lady is going to do my laundry for me. Whilst they are saying their vows, so in their intuitions, they were doing all that. So when I was watching, I was like, this is so funny. But is it okay to have that kind of expectations?
Yes, as humans as we are, you need to have expectations. That's what tells you that you're actually going somewhere.
Okay.
I can't come to church without having an expectation.
Okay.
The same way,
Okay.
I can't be in a relationship or in marriage without having expectation.
Okay.
It means that I don't have a goal
Okay.
for my life. Yes, you should have expectations, but it shouldn't be so high, it shouldn't be so low, and it should be realistic.
Wow. Not some funny expectations.
No. That's within 3 months, my husband should buy me G-Wow.
Yeah.
When your husband is even earning below 1,000 cedis,
Yeah.
it's not realistic. Or once I'm married, my wife should be the only person doing the laundry. Like, to be honest with you, I don't remember the last time I washed our clothes. My husband does all the washing,
Wow.
cleaning of the room. So supposing he had it in
That
mind
expectation that my wife will be doing.
my wife will be doing all these things, it means that his expectations hasn't been met.
And it will worry the marriage.
That is it.
Wow.
But because we didn't have it in mind, for when you come to our house, for instance, we don't have a clear cut of responsibility.
Okay.
Anyone at all does anything, anytime. Anyone can cook. Anyone can wash.
Wow.
Even baking of cakes.
Are they actual?
Anyone at all can iron, but 99% of the time he does the ironing, unless he's not around or maybe he's caught up somewhere. So supposing we actually had expectations that, oh yes, there's a clear cut, this is my husband's responsibility, this is my wife's responsibility, and then I'm traveled or I'm caught up in something and I'm not around, what will you do?
Yeah.
So it shouldn't be so.
So it's a 50-50.
It's not 50. There's nothing like 50-50.
Okay.
It's 100. You are coming in with your all. I'm coming in with my all. That's what adds up to make it complete. If you are bringing 50-50, it means that in times where the other partner is lacking, and then let's say I'm in a position of helping, I'll only say, okay, once it's 50-50, I'm going to give the other partner half of what I have. No.
Yeah.
It shouldn't be so.
Okay.
Put everything there.
Okay.
If it's like, I don't know how to put it, but if it's energy, like put in all the energy.
Okay.
If it's going to be 50-50 and the other person is sick, it means that you're not going to do whatever is expected of you. You're only going to do half of it. No. It's you giving your all, the other person giving the all. That's what makes it beautiful.
Wow. This is interesting. That's why Mr. Mo is going big.
Can I say something in addition
yes.
to? Okay, so as she said, when you are married, okay, and you love each other so much, you wouldn't want anything bad, or you didn't want any bad comment from outside coming into your home. You say the also as anonym say Nichi Achia.
Okay.
Okay. enti no asa ono etwa asa no mimi wo ne chi ni mi hu enti de onye ne ye no I make sure I occupy that one.
Okay.
Saa so na ono so se me so me kona me chi enya ono so ye dey ehwe me de na wa ye dey wa occupy ma me enti say bia e je say me yi chop money in there na inde me botomu nye me nya oho kakra na wo no so ye dey or the support na eko enti eba ne sa always bia asumdwe ofie motemo ho mo asesa nkakra sa
na eko. Okay, so would you agree that marriage is a learning process?
Yes.
A learning process. Every day you learn something new.
Every day.
Tell us more. Let's say aside the chores and all that, but learning process about yourselves. Like you see something new every day about the person. Is it true?
Oh yeah, very true.
Okay.
Very true.
Things you didn't see when you were dating.
Things you didn't see when you were dating.
Wow.
Very true.
Tell us. Tell us.
Okay, so then now you asked the question if you should enter into a marriage with expectations. She answered correctly, yes, but to what extent?
Okay.
Obesha Meka say you enter into it with expectation, but expect the worst from your partner.
Okay.
Because there are times ubetimi aye niyama bia your partner will be like, so like, is this really you? And so if it happens like that, let's say expectation or yeah, and you win our expect yeah. Asamaba. And if it continues like that, okay, if it continues like that, now you'll be you came in fully expecting say, oh, Mawari angel, Mawari we are. You always have misunderstanding. There'll always be trouble. There'll always be chaos in the house.
Just as you said, you should just expect the worst.
Expect the worst.
So that at least if the good is coming, you are okay. When the worst comes, you can.
I don't know, bar. You jump, you praise. You see how it is.
Yeah.
But
because you didn't really expect.
You didn't really expect it.
Yeah.
Say that now, okay. Before young, I know whom you say me will be like because I don't wash my things. But this
one you surprised there.
Oh yeah.
So you know, sorry. So if she had based that and has said no, Charlie, you're ready. Okay, wow, yeah. So if she has seen that and be like, nah, wait there, I can't. Who can't do that? Wow.
So you see.
Okay.
And American, me seen Taria doors on 5. Met me as a son, Taria be good be brave. Messi 5. Namako half time. Messi is Bioma, then it means say, Intino, they say American.
I know, right? This is really giving me an insight. This is really giving me an insight. Because if she had looked at that and she had said, sure. But look at the surprise. Oh, wow. Marriage is really interesting. Oh. Yeah. It's beautiful.
And one more thing, I want to add this. Oh yeah, you let's go on. I'll add it later.
Okay.
Yeah.
There was a question that came. It says, if you get married, if you get married, do you have to rush to have kids? Isn't it right to take time to know each other before kids setting? Who answered that?
Let me come in.
Okay.
Marriage is a consensus, okay?
Okay.
The meeting of the mind. You agree to be together.
Okay.
And so, me to me, say, the person me who's here, whilst the lady is not ready.
Not ready. Okay.
Okay. Me to me, I can. And I said yes or better. Or better
Wow.
But what are her reasons? Listen to her reasons.
Yeah.
Are they tangible? Is it a papa? Reason Ben or Gina so de yes sir. Biana ya worry a cry no man shada anko yisa. so wo na o say ye ne ye ko wuya na afi na ye chinchin pe bosia ye say e frefre nkofo ne ade so dem make am ati fine e bia na me say me hwe me ho a me school mu say me be wusisi a pressure na ba be da me so no it may cost me
feel cry
because okwa ejuma misumi ye ejuma
it's true
I want never shakola me the metima ka say me dey flexible
yes
so around I can sacrifice for her but for how long
it's true
oh ade no into no planning everything
so
is planning.
Depends on the couple.
Yes, internet is almost we say friend family planning. You need to plan. And yes, we mu na entemna papa na you need to plan.
Okay.
One plan here, then it means the way no way feel.
Okay. Yeah. Wow. Auntie maybe there's another one here says perfect life begins when you stop expecting your spouse to provide you with happiness.
Yes.
True.
Yes. It's very true. There's a saying that no one can give you happiness
except yourself
unless you create it by yourself. So if you are always dependent on someone to give you happiness, you may never be happy.
Okay.
Because I remember when we started going out, I knew Bismarck to be the outgoing type. But when we started going out, I actually wanted to see because it had always been my dream to be in a relationship. Every weekend you are going here, you have anything to do, you are there, you are here taking pictures. But when I met him, yes, he would take pictures, but he would never post it.
Wow.
Yes, oh yes, he would say, oh, posing me child. Thinking that, oh, this guy is going to flaunt me. Oh boy. Okay, so supposing social media, you posting me on social media will make me happy.
Is what he doesn't do that means your happiness is shattered.
And then I always want to be taken out on dates and then he's not doing it. What happens? I'll not be happy. I'll always be crying over it. There are times that you'll be like, yes, I want to be in a relationship with a guy who will always carry my bag. I want to be in a marriage where the guy will always be around me, like trying to be romantic anywhere, anytime. And then you don't see that. Doesn't mean that you're not going to be happy. No, create it by yourself.
Okay.
There's one thing I keep saying. Before you meeting this particular partner, who always carried your bag as a lady? Who always carried it? I don't know why. I don't know why we try to create like problems for our own selves. Yes, I have money. I want to go out. Does it stop me from going out whilst in marriage? It would even be nicer. And you know one thing about Bismarck, he likes to go out.
Okay.
But he knows locations, but he's unsure whether I'll be okay. So most of the time, because of him, I follow a lot of food bloggers.
Okay.
Just to find perfect locations. And I know he likes it.
Okay.
But because he's not sure, when I tell him, oh, and then we put you, I'll take you out wherever he is.
You come.
He will come and pick me from work. From Omanjo to Osu, just to go and have fun. But then you could be like
just to sit
there, take cocktail, take drinks and come back. Like it creates memories.
Okay.
Won't you be exceptional, but you see that within you feel okay. So if you always want to be dependent on the other person to always be giving you happiness, you will never be happy.
That means you have to learn your husband's kind of life, and he has to also learn.
Yes. So that you can blend it. I'm not the outgoing type, yes, but when I realize that he does, what can I do to also make him happy? Yes.
It's not the fact that you don't like so massa.
Yes.
Dog yourself.
Okay. No, I don't like his door, but he likes to go to the beaches.
Okay.
Pool. I've never been to a pool. I go to beaches for reflection.
Okay.
I'll not swim. I'll only go and step my feet in the water and then come out. I will not swim. But he swims in beaches, pools. Like baby are boys, so he likes, but meantime the reserved type. So it doesn't mean that the fact that he likes it, he should sacrifice. No, yeah, like
balance
it should be balance it.
Okay. Yes. Wow, this is interesting. Before I come to another question, I want to read some few comments here. Shasha says, Mrs., you are looking gorgeous.
Thank you.
David Dalfa says, anniversary, guys. Peter says, wow, so beautiful. If it's a beautiful, that means he's talking to the lady. So and Akosia Giti says, happy anniversary, my favorite people.
Thank you.
Tundra says, happy anniversary to you both. Gerald says, God bless you, Mr. and Mrs. He goes on to say, thank God Bishop has introduced marriage school to us, because indeed through that I've come to realize that it's true, marriage is a learning process. Okay, thank you. Please, if you do have any heavy questions for them, please bring it to. Don't be shy. Don't be tempted by the way they are answering nicely and you ask them any question. Please do what to send in your question to them. And there was one question here too. Says that okay, the purpose of marriage is not to live happily. It's meant to share your happiness, the ups and downs of life. I thought marriage makes one happy. It says it's not to live happily, but it's meant to share your happiness and the ups and downs.
Very true.
Very true. But wanting to ask, in the 1 year, has there been ups and downs?
A lot.
Okay.
Countless.
Okay.
Like ones that you actually thought it would never come.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
I think before we got married, I was thinking of how I was going to blend in with moving from Omanjo to my workplace, because it was very far.
Yeah.
So I did calculations and realized transport was almost 20 cities. I think 18 cities.
As at
We
that
got
time.
married as at that time. 18 cities. We got married in December, January, February. Fuel started increasing. March, it increased. April, May was worse. June, and do you know how much I spend now on church just to get to almost 50 cities?
Wow.
So imagine.
Yeah.
There are lots of ups and downs, but because I've made up my mind to just be in the marriage, there's no I can say, okay, these are unforeseen ones, so I'm backing off. No. You didn't plan for it. It has come. What do you do? Embrace it. There may be times that, oh, things may go well. What of those days? Would you say, oh, okay, God has been good to me during these days, and then on days that things don't go, you be like, God has forsaken me, so you want to back off? No. There's one thing I want to say. We got married on the 4th, and I think after 4th it was honeymoon throughout.
Yeah.
During the honeymoon, I realized Bismarck wasn't okay, and he decided that who wouldn't want to give up easily when he's not okay. So when he said he was okay, I was like, okay, maybe he doesn't want to share. Now when we moved out of the hotel to the house, I was supposed to resume work on the 11th of December. Now 11th of December, Monday, Bismarck was seriously ill.
Yeah, right.
He couldn't get up. He was just lying down. If you touch him, no. He's feeling pain all over his body. So I was like, what's the meaning of this? I was thinking he was trying to prank me or something. But his eyes changed. It was so red. The temperature had increased. And I know this.
I'm imagining how you felt.
And that very first day, I was actually expecting him to take me to work. Drive me
Imagine. Imagine.
And then here I am. I said, oh, Bismarck, maybe you're okay. Bismarck, maybe you're okay. It was my first time moving from Omanjo. I don't know how, yes. So I was just asking myself, so what's the meaning of this car? And then I started praying. And I said, okay, I've been giving leave days, I've exhausted days. I need to report. So when I left home, I was actually feeling that no, it was going to get worse. Because I can't go back to go and tell my boss that give me another leave day. How would it be like? Because right after that week, we were coming for Christmas break. So, like, how was it? Yes. So I kept it to myself. When I came back from work, I realized that he was still where he was.
Wow.
He wasn't eating, no water. I was like, so what is this? Is he going to die? So I was saying, oh, yeah, before we got married, a lot of people were just not happy with me. I didn't know why. And somebody even made a statement that our Rebbe Hobe were uye tuno.
Hey, now uye tuno.
Ebi ware kram umunya and soche. Now what that's now ninya beshia. Like those
thoughts started coming.
Hey, I cried. I told God, why? Like my father is dead. My mom is the only one surviving.
And your husband.
My husband would die for I just told myself I'll not tell anyone. Because once you tell people, they'll be like,
so you can't
attack. I didn't can say you're a kitwa and I want you to say, you can say bompire way. Lots of people, Branayan bompire mouth, Branayan will say, I'll quench bassa. Yeah, I told myself that if it's God's time for me to get married, and now quench right.
Yeah.
Say, Danisi, nothing for Fokuma. I believe it is God's doing. It's the Enya will acquire trade and not be a manisi. It is a worry if you not say God wants me to face this challenge. I believe it's God who wants me to face my fear.
Wow.
It's me like truth be told, if I've told
goosebumps.
People, if I've told people during that week I will lose faith, I will lose hope, and I'm not sure.
Lots of thoughts. Like you have gone somewhere.
That is it. And people are like, I benini fantino meshia, abosun for me. Oh yes! I'm not lying to you. Abosun for me and ufi yedin. And when people ask Ophemi, I said, Gomwa, the abosun for crown.
Imagine.
Meanwhile, I pray to God, I want to marry a fancy.
Hey.
Yes.
Hey. I like it.
I pray to God, I want to marry a fancy. God gave me a
You
fancy.
added all that.
Oh, yes.
Indeed, I have to start doing that.
God has given me a fancy. It means when they say it's a problem.
Yeah.
And the sickness didn't go away throughout that week. And the very first day I reported at work, I prepared hampers for our clients. I left the office after 7
p.m. And he was home alone.
He was home alone. I got to 11 p.m. The moment I got there, I checked the time. 11. He was so helpless. So I was asking myself, God, why? And I decided, not even my mom. My mom is my best, but I told God, my mom will not hear. His family will not hear. But we will
like this together.
That is it. We will overcome it. And truth be told, Bismarck has never been that seriously ill. It's when they say sometimes when the problem comes, there are ups and downs. Embrace it. You don't know what God can do after it. Supposing I told people would discourage because I know Bismarck have enemies. I have enemies as well. It's what do you think will happen? People will say that yes, you're kind. And I so, but glory be to God. Now we are here for the very
I'm all here Mr. Mo, you want to add something?
Yeah. Senior no can.
Wait, before that, a question just came in that I should ask you. As at that time, were you really serious, or you were trying to prank her, or you were trying to test her? They said I should ask you.
It was really serious.
It was serious.
It was very serious.
Okay.
Because I think that night now I didn't change it all. We came for a program at church. I think she went to church, and I came to the program. So I think it was an evening program.
Or maybe it was, if it was in December, maybe it will be Christmas convention. It could be.
Yeah, it could be. Yes. And so somewhere around 7:30, getting to 8, I wasn't feeling okay. So I called her, and she said she was on her way. And so I met her at La Paz, and we left. So now I told her so yento bibi o kwan so na ade asa ye du fia na yedi and we bought banku and I bought Indomie.
Okay.
Do you make me pay Indomie? The big bianene so na bofa me so na I couldn't eat it.
Wow.
That was it. Me the camera na me see me ko. Me kan so me ko ni. Me the camera na me see me ko.
Nti no se na pranky.
And you know, from there no as I na jona a chance but my man who so that time it was me die na the channel. That was when it became very much serious.
Wow. See here, you people, one thing my viewers, when it is getting to the latter part, and that's when they bring in their questions. That's when they bring in their question. Then, Mr. Amo, that means I was still contemplating. That means even though it's a 50-50 accent, trying to have expectations, don't have expectations at all. Just go into it with God. Because with what came, someone would have just given up and just left the marriage.
Yes, and one thing we should always say, go school na go study bibia. And say, oh yeah, research. You have to do a research about the course you're going to study.
Okay.
So what I say.
Okay.
In marriage, you know, say usually in the say, oh, our marriage need to be enjoyed, and your happiness inside. You see, but hey, both.
Everything will come.
You have to endure.
Because with what came there,
sacrifices. Sacrifices.
Yeah.
So, if you are not ready to sacrifice, if you are not, even Jesus Christ endured on the cross, because say endure and say because no bread, but in the process no car say or bump some pie and the car say no or twice so no mean say or endure pain no.
Reverend Abe.
So, and you know, in marriage, you know, we enjoy, but at times, so we endure because obe tia one also. Until tia one also, what will you do? And then I'll be can. Wow. And also can be.
Wow. Thank you so much. There's one thing. And maybe also is she actually added the fact that she wants a fancy.
Yes, I did.
Hey, singles, are you out there? God really listens to prayer, so now I want to go to our viewers with their questions. Okay, Abigail, I think this is your sister. Abigail Dogbe says, "Happy anniversary to you both. God bless you, Abigail." Decipher says, "Happy anniversary." Agnes to says, "Happy anniversary to you both. I'm loving your answers." Sewa Kunedu says, "Is the seriousness on Mr. Okay, is it Mr. Space? Mr. Space for me." David Alpha says, "Guys, how do you cope with a partner who is really introverted?" Yeah, I think I bet you will have to answer because May was a little introvert. She didn't like the fun. How do you cope with that? I'm sure he's intentionally asking you directly.
And okay, which me I can say, Nini na yente so what I say. Senior or no, otena who senior metena, she's able to, you know, or mommy ni
okay.
Okay. Vice versa. If you know your partner, then nothing should, you know, stand in your way, because say ono ama when sisi a memete hey. Okay. Obi, somebody can say something, you know, painful. It wouldn't get to me.
Yeah.
That is me.
Okay.
But when I hear it from her,
maybe it will be painful more.
Seriously.
Okay.
And so, if you know your partner, then a quiet over first of man in Yajino. Oh, man in Inji. Me why you say that make I think say 3 days ago, you had some small misunderstanding. And my friend it's Nancy. And I'm say, "Madam, Obi fi baby and the man menewu ye ni enjoy ya ware ni." Ye menewu. Inti se me metia wona so na unya botre enemy nkasa, then you best out to, you know, oh expressing who because oh Filipino no way nya botre ne mi anka me so say nya obeka ebeye me ya
okay.
I may not retaliate but my mood alone
yeah, you just have a mood swing.
yes and no be so it doesn't make the it's not healthy for the marriage and you're healthy.
Yeah.
So what I say into no say ube who say your partner no me dey me who say number one say who nim crying dey start suyan in there.
Wow.
Who nim because before that make I say you see marriage has to be endured as well. As when endure whatever it is as far as we remove one there. So into say on pet ness I would the neighbor corner on pair. Giant.
Okay.
Now one a sacrifice and be with her.
No, sacrifice it to be with.
Yes. Who say oh a to the beer on sacrifice it.
But who bear man?
Okay. Into who bear man? Just do it. Yes. If you want happiness in your home.
I actually always hear this all the time. You
yes.
bear man.
Say open happiness and kwandia. The guy say na ye coffee. Na me drive it. Na baby na me fa na e ho nye.
Mbadi ye mpesa ka.
Ena o see. And then I say can be. I was like Inji o pesa o chese you go cool na me sino ku no ana.
I remember it's like some principal. I don't know if because maybe she's a sister, like some principal lady. Someone has said a comment. I'll read it.
Okay, it's a honomono. Me mankasa. Although a shame say we see it, but I had to keep it cool, mankasa. Other time be so. Yeah, for baby sir and woman be. Yanini nya issue kakra. Mankasa. I left. And I'm Jano, I'm Chinese or me back. We do one na dani arguments. It's me be do on this new food wanting to retaliate. And then she tapped me, Bismarck, it's okay. Don't talk. And I'm yielding. Mankasa. I wanted to.
Wow.
But it's same yielding.
Yeah.
Saso na ono so odu baby no ye so like so obian to me stop e okra na you see
your spouse should be able to
okay first that kind of respect and I say authority ne man no
okay
so who e ba ne sa na e ma sumdue dey about all the time.
Wow.
Yeah.
Before our time elapses, let me just read people's questions for them. Okay. Decipher says, is marriage more than a physical union?
Is marriage more than a physical union?
Maybe he wants to know whether it goes beyond physical, maybe spiritual, emotional.
Yes.
Maybe I'm sure.
It comprises of all
everything,
yes.
not only physical.
Not only physical.
Maybe the physical he's putting is maybe the fact that it's just not about sex. It goes beyond sex.
Oh, yes,
marriage is not just about sex. Yeah.
It goes beyond. Okay. Michael says to the pretty lady. First, it's a move can't Bismarck say, Mr. Fine.
Oh,
what do you mean?
What do you mean? I'm funny now,
But with all the things he say, you could see that he's had patience throughout. Okay, to the pretty lady, first day in marriage and your partner wasn't well. How do you feel? How did you feel? I think she has expressed it. She has said a lot about it. Okay, this is from Engineer Peace Chapel. Okay, I think you've expressed it and said it. So, but we haven't gotten to
how I felt.
So now
how I felt.
Were you telling the truth or
okay, so let me add this one. I think after the first week, it extended into Christmas, even to January. And then, interestingly, I moved from the bed because he was coughing as well.
Okay.
As he was recovering, he was coughing. So I wasn't with him on the bed.
And that's into corona, and
I didn't know.
I mean, like we were in the corona season.
Yeah.
Yes. I wasn't with him on the bed. He was on the bed, and I was always down. So supposing I entered into the marriage having this physical perception that yes, once you are in it, you should be enjoying each other morning, afternoon, evening, and enjoy this whole period. It wasn't happening.
Okay.
Just imagine how it was going to be like, and it was our first time, like both of us, it was our first time. So right after the honeymoon thing, that was all. So you can imagine.
So before I come there, people are really saying that. So that means they shouldn't have expectations at all. He says, please ask about expectations. If you have any expectations before entering into marriage, yes, okay, please ask about expectations. If you have expectations before entering into marriage, it will corrupt the marriage.
It wouldn't corrupt it totally.
I think just as you said, have reasonable expectations. Not the fact that we 3 months.
The question should be like, if your expectations are not met, whatever it is you are expecting,
I think if it doesn't come,
yes, if they are not met,
stay, or will the marriage work?
Yes.
Wow, I think so.
Because during our counseling session, we were told that even Bishop, when he was blessing the marriage, he said, I think when I was saying my vows, he added some that I'll give my body to you morning, afternoon, evening. So supposing, okay, I actually had it in mind that Sana say, and I mean, so what will happen?
Yeah. Okay.
So sometimes it's not always the way we want it, but you just have to go.
Yeah. I continue to read I hope I won't skip anyone's on. Okay, this one. This is what I wanted to read. Another one for Mayo. I say Mabel is a sweet soul. Mr. Mo is lucky. He should handle her with care.
I'm not lucky. I'm blessed.
Yeah.
I'm blessed.
He said he's blessed, not lucky.
Yes, I'm not lucky.
But the last one, handle her with care. The person added that.
Handle.
Her with care.
I wouldn't say handle, but manage.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And I believe that this is from David. I believe that every person needs to invest time into studying the partner. Plus, we need to read wide on Christian books regarding marriage before, during, and after the marriage. Personally, I also don't trust the books, but just as you said, things happen differently than the things we read in the books. Don't you think so?
Yes.
Because he is saying that, but the part, I think you guys mentioned that you have to study your partner. Yes. And someone mentioned that if you have to even start studying the person now.
And with the reading of books, it also helps because there are certain things that the book may, I don't know how to put it, but introduce you to it.
Okay.
Before you actually meet it. Okay. So before you meet it, you're already aware of the thing. It's just like you're going to write exams.
Okay, yeah. I think you mentioned it that you prepare before. So even if you go and they've twisted the question, you know how to do. Yes. Wow, okay. Thank you so much. I think while we're talking, people brought out laughing emojis. David says, Mrs. Samo, enjoyment is necessary. Abigail is laughing. And Mrs. Samo, please, hey, answer me, please. We are doing realistic expectations. Leave her cooking up. Please, if you don't know, Mrs. Samo is a good cook. She cooks very well.
Yeah.
So someone says, please, it's been long we ate pizza. David says it's been long we ate pizza. David again says both are blessed. Okay, we thank God. Abigail Dogbe says my sister is 1 in a million. Mr. Mo is blessed to have. And then may I just find me now. Now when like you can say yeah man back to hands me to me comment. And so okay, for now these are the few comments here. And lastly I want to ask, with our topic especially, the realities and the expectations, how do these things play in marriage? The reality itself and what people expect that their marriage should be. I think at time, even if you answer that with that, then you give your advice to the singles as well, and a general advice, especially in marriage, the realities and the expectations in all that. Okay. So maybe I'll start with the lady first.
Okay, with expectations and the realities, we've said a lot about it. But one thing I can also say is that with the expectations, it's not bad to have expectations though.
Okay.
But when you are faced with the realities, you should know that it is actually what God wants you to face. That is what God has decided to make you who you are. Mm-hmm. That is what defines your marriage. Supposing I didn't have any ups and downs, I wouldn't have any story to share today.
Yeah.
And you see, this story is inspiring other people.
So true.
So you know that yes, it's not going to be rosy.
Yeah.
It's not going to be
yours I started early. Imagine.
It's not going to be ups only. There are times that you have your lows. But when it happens, you should know that there is God.
Yeah.
You have God. And it says a man will leave the house, a woman will also leave. So if you are fulfilling scriptures and you are actually facing challenges, you should know that God is there to see you through.
Yeah.
So the little advice I want to give is that marry after God's own heart. Don't rush. Don't take a step ahead of God. If you do that, he also says and watch, okay, be going. Be going. I
think I remember one time you were I think youth. I'm the type that observes a lot. I was sitting in front of you and we were talking to two young ladies behind. And I think we were telling the person that the first boyfriend you had is who you've got married to because you were patient and God gave you exactly what you wanted. I heard it and I was like, wow. But you didn't know I was listening, but I was listening to it.
So it's not bad to have exes. It's not bad. It's up to the experience.
Okay.
For me, I didn't want it. So I kept on rejecting proposals.
Okay.
So when he came, I told him, brah, and one touch. What do you say I want to be at? Don't start at all. So the little advice I want to give is that take a step after God. Don't take it before him.
I like this.
If you do that,
take a step after God.
After God. Because I remember when we started going out, we fasted for a whole year.
Hey.
Every Friday for both of us. He said Wednesday, but he fast on Wednesdays. I fast on Monday. Just to be sure God is okay with us. Okay,
so both of you agreed that let's make sure that God agrees with us.
Yes.
Wow.
And you know, it took 8 months for me to accept his proposal. Because I told him that I'm scared. I'm scared. I don't know how it would be like.
And was he patient enough?
He was, but sometimes he'd be like, go away, pa, or
right.
Or family for granted.
Wait, let me ask him, like how, like at a point, was there like a giving up to let it go? But as at that time, have you had your answer from God that I was here? When she was taking so long? As at that time, the answer hadn't come yet.
The one thing I said to myself is, there's no way me I'll fight over a lady.
Okay.
And yeah, there's a say.
Okay.
Because that's not what God wants for us.
Yeah.
If she belongs to you, she belongs to you. Say oh dear, ebeba, and now what dear, ebakra, it will go. Okay. And so but as like I said, Bishop also played a major role in it.
And Pastor Ida.
Yeah,
and Pastor Ida.
Yes. Into for
who
me,
do you mention though?
when they came in, I was relaxed because we say, oh Charlie,
Wow.
Intermediate, Oh, no, I realized it.
You knew that. Oh,
Charlie. The day she accepted it, Bishop Abim, a year beam.
Not too long,
Not too long, in you. Not money. Bishop wife.
God give my husband that
Bishop,
kind of patience.
Bishop wife, girl, Mukwana, and himself, I didn't fail you.
I don't know what
Ebi beka baby months beka
God bless you, eh. God bless you.
They not catch him. I wasn't expecting. I wasn't expecting guys on
the
ma accept you. It was after all night.
Wow. 31st night.
31st. Your poor sorry, no so name won't come on.
No can you say we are going to enter a new year.
I can't.
I've now Jinny.
Oh, seriously. I mean Jinny so the can I have.
Wow, these people have been
but
so
all the
real.
same, I thank God. I thank God.
Yeah, I really thank God for your life because I know how it feels. Someone would have just left, and I feel maybe she also knew that you were hers, but just that she was confused, and maybe she was relaxed too as well.
Oh no.
Maybe she's a deep thinker. I think so. She thinks a lot into things.
A deep thinker.
Yeah.
But say me kase but the oye ni de kwan aso even Bishop said say obompaye oye fasting the Bible na here dey odi propose man dey so what you say
yeah, so it is so yes
yes I know na at least
yeah.
And
I really thank God for your life.
It has really
helped.
Yeah. I'm like
good.
Baby
good.
Come.
Okay. My last advice, but before that, there's this one. Okay, last comment. Auntie Vicentia says, marriage has a lot to give, but one should respect and value each other.
Very true.
Very true. I need no two ways about that.
Okay, so Leslie, give us your advice.
All right.
And the realities and expectations, how it plays a role in marriage.
Okay. You see, when it comes to expectations, too much of it, okay, can cause your marriage. Too much expectation can cause your marriage. The reason being that, let me use a friend of mine as an example. Though omujaya na omusanware ebio.
As in omujaya relationship and as omujaya
aware. And they came back together again. What happened was the guy was very rich.
Okay.
The guy was very rich. We were kids growing up, and the dad was with Newmont. I say Ashanti Goldfields here, and so he read school and he traveled outside, went to MIT, working with Facebook, came back to Ghana, and then got married. And within 6 months, the guy lost everything.
Wow.
Everything. Nejuma say from Facebook.
So I know worry no.
No worry no.
So imagine.
Bibia be say now omoton car say ofie omaton if you team now they are renting. I also think say guy ni share that.
Okay.
Because I could bet me go back. So because our dual citizenship. And in normal years I know I'm also relaxed. And then the lady started say or put here certain behavior because you see I know the expectations are not being met. I cut it off completely.
Charlie.
Completely. Almost split it for 2 months.
Before.
And then the guy's dad came in. And I lady ni papa so. Issue. They came back together. I think say 2 years later, as I know started say pick it up. Now they are all living in the States. And it's a way did you say I'm bad? Oh, intermediate make us say have expectations.
But not wild ones.
When your expectations are not met, how do you deal with it?
Yeah.
Oh, as ultimate per coin be so aware you can deal with it to adjust in American. You enjoy marriage, but supposed to endure when the tough time comes. See, when the going get tough, what do you do? And then the reality is, what we do, what we encounter during the marriage. Obani Subani, Bemani Subani. How are we living in the house? Well, into the I don't know, sir, no. Say the wife. I'm using an example because I don't know. Me make say odo to me son, and it's very true. Odo esutimete. E den na be ma san nyama no aye den eswate. Eye enie bi ekoso a party ba ko enye den empe. If it continues, now say odono nkokra happiness no e wo fie no mu no it diminishes nkakra sa. And so when there is no more happiness in the house, what happens? Chaos. Big what's around no pa big.
So in that moment, what will sustain it?
Yes, and I make I say a mutual understanding.
Okay.
So what I say now, if say my wife ye be na mental, how do I approach her? Me de gidi na kone so ana ni pe mu na me kasa wanting everybody to hear what is going on. Yes, I no kra na wa ya de no kra no na all fair. I say fair be ton obe fair even though o defending who, but because we are no kosro no obi atemu nka say obi atemu nka what is happening?
Okay.
Bon intino kakra ana efuto kakra metimi di amane say eye aware de entubo ase eye nti ase. Okay. Intino say o partner ye bibia wonso na moko so ye bibi na anye ya friend tina say one the kanu ntia. That is when penifo beka say o de beto penifo eni na maye ba me nkai the last time me nkai po say yakọ obi ono mo because me say me ni e din ampa me ni e din but me ni hia mejo sana me ampa I always ask myself say so me pa na like mamelo sana na oh seriously me pa because say you be na me sa me fa na ho che no me hwe me pie na me o ka me ho asa na me te a me ba so straight no me pese won hu say de o ka no unless say e bia me pese me feel
but about wife
but
one melo
how then I mean melo you you're saying them our ego and you're very true but our emu
no ego
ma oyiri endi hene wo so saa so na oyiri be de obema wo be ma na de edi hene wo ne so so enti se muma sa enti ase no eye ejuma you know say na can happily ever after but now boss and like say na ye can when God na nyankopon sa wo mu a ena ma ne ye enyama we na ye kan enye ya ho den enye ye nim de
nyame
yes me na me kan me I didn't know say I'll be doing what I am doing now so and na me nim say menya abotre ayesa nyama we yes seriously me na me kan no me nipa bia I don't like to be among the rich me sana me say I don't know. Me need the entire. When I'm with them, I don't feel comfortable.
Okay.
Like me person me tell me because I believe say the beer will do. I can also get there.
Yeah.
And you know, it doesn't move me. Na front. No.
Okay.
Into no, Monsieur Nama be on her, and minim so no so be yes, into no, at the end of the day, kakra. Me, oya wana. Utia me nanso, na wentia ni ye. Say, na me can say, umbu ho. Okay, umbu ho. Na ho. Miye bibi na obeka no na minim say umbu ho na o kan na o kan me nja o ma ho. Oh yeah. Me buade pa o. Yes.
You put this away you want it.
And I make no say irrespective of senior metewa bontini we na no.
Oba Nigeria melo. I think it's really an interesting person. I see him outside to be very quiet, honestly. Like he doesn't like talking. Unless if you approach him, he will talk. Yeah. But if you see him outside,
and I make it makes the marriage, you know.
Thank you both so much.
That's it.
Both of them have been so real, so real. This is one thing I mostly say to myself, that if other married people will really come out with the real issue at hand and not beat around the bush, marriages would be better in the next future. God bless them so much. The voices you heard was Mr. and Mrs. Amu. This evening they've been a blessing to us, and thank you so much, you viewers, as well, for your questions, your comments, and everything. Thank you all so much. This has been Family Matters. Same time next week, we'll come your way with another insightful one. My name is Nancy Adwa. I want to say thank you to Bishop, Nancy Adwa, producers, Prempe, and Nikki this evening for making this a success.
And in Daniel 14, some wives and their children and their husband died because of marriage. Your marriage is your life. Are you married? Are you single? Are you divorcee? Are you in a relationship? This program is for you. Your marriage is your life. So if you are single, before you marry, you need to connect to the immortals, God in heaven, and pray and know the person you want to marry before you say, I do. Are you facing difficulties in your marriage? Divorce is not an option. What are the tools that can help you to sustain your marriage? Join me, Bishop Bright Makadofo, on Facebook Live every Wednesday, 12 noon, and Sunday, 6 p.m.